We were just talking about how Netflix pulled off one of the biggest business pivots you've seen in your career when it offered this ad tier that's now got almost 100 million subscribers, 94 million. But again, the stock is priced for it. It's one of the best performers this year. It and Spotify, they're absolute juggernauts, but a tough market. Where do we go from here?
And one of the reasons that they've outperformed so well is that they're considered to be recession resistant, which I think is probably true. $7, $8 a month for access to Netflix is about as cheap as you can get in terms of your entertainment dollar. In what could be a challenging time, and the service has just fundamentally gotten better. Competition is less than it used to be. This company's just out executed everybody in the space.
It's funny you just said competition is less than it used to be because I was going to go there. But to your point about how they still have all this green. I mean, they're just starting sports, and to contemplate that and what that could mean as they lean into it. Let's talk about the competition for a second, though. With HBO Max now back on the scene, and more you see companies putting their resources into their streaming rivals. Is that a threat at any point?
It could be. I actually think we reached peak streaming competition about 2 or 3 years ago, and the CEO of Disney got fired for excess losses at Disney streaming. That was peak competition. It could come back. You'd also made a really important point. What's going to be different about Netflix 5 years from now, 3 years from now? I think they're going to get more and more into live events. So they announced yesterday that once again this year we're going to have Christmas NFL, and I think in a few years we're going to have a decent number of NFL games on Netflix and NBA and hockey. I think this is where the puck is going. For sure, nice.
Does it matter how expensive those sports rights are?
Yes, it does. The advantage that Netflix has is that they get bigger. They're spending $18 billion a year cash out the door on content, and I think every year it's going to be a billion more.
How much more is that than competitors? Do you know off the top of your head? Is it twice as much, 3 times as much, or are others trying to kind of get in that ballpark?
It's probably twice to 50% more. But they have whoever has the most subs generates the most revenue, can spend the most on content,
exactly.
And that was always the game plan at Netflix. Now they had to go through a lot of hurdles to get there, but they're there now.
You're going to have to raise your price target?
Probably at some point, yes.
Because we're right where you.
We're right at that price target. I'm going to be patient about it. It's a small buy. There are other names that I like more here that I think are more dislocated. Amazon, Google, and even Uber. But Meta's still. Netflix is still. You want to be in this stock for the long haul. Do you want to make a full position right here, right now? No. Do you want to have if you don't own any Netflix, you should own some. It's a great long-term growth asset.